Kia ora, g'day, welcome back. Here, this is a YouTube short that has come through. So based on the comments of a recent video that I put up in and around the question that I've been asked a few times if I could do a ranking of who I think is best or number 1 through to number 10 in terms of special forces. I put out a video around that saying, yeah, I don't think, and then I was like, yeah, no, I know I'm not qualified to do that. I don't think, yeah. Anyway, there's a video out there about that. A few people have sent through this particular video. Now, I haven't watched this yet, but just based on the comments that they have put in the in the comments to that other video that I've spoken about or that I've posted up recently, I can imagine that it probably rubbed a few people the wrong way. And a couple of the Aussies that sent this through did mention that as well. So let's see what he has to say in and around, I'm guessing. So this is a short. I haven't, was a Stars and Stripes Patriot. So maybe he's on a podcast getting interviewed. And the piece that I can see says SEAL Team 6, Ant Middleton's time and special operations. So let's see what he has to say. I did say I would probably laugh anyway. So where we play volume. Play.
SEAL Team 6 in America, they're very, very good at CQB, close quarter combat. They specialize in it. Their drills and skills are finely tuned. They're a great fighting force, a great tier 1 outfit. Delta Force, again, America, great fighting force, great tier 1 outfit. New Zealand, SAS, great fighting force. Got some good pals in there. The Aussies aren't too bad. I would say they're a tier below. But we will only really work with the Aussies, the Americans, and New Zealand. That's special forces. And when it comes to conventional forces, Marines and working around Europe, part of NATO, etc., etc. SEAL Team.
So that's the end of it, eh? Interesting. So it did make me smile listening to Mr. Middleton, former UK SAS, I believe, and yeah, quite the personality and stuff on television with the Who Dares series and all that sort of stuff. I haven't spent any time watching those things. I've seen bits and pieces of them, but I've never sat down and thought to spend any time really watching those shows. Interesting hearing him go through. I think he's talking about SEAL Team 6, which I believe is DevGru. Speaking about them, sort of, I think that's SBS, would be SBS equivalent. Delta would be the SAS equivalent, or, sort of in terms of the roles and the type of work that they do specifically or generally. And him talking about them, very, very good. New Zealand, it was good to hear him. There's a bit of a surprise, well, not a surprise. I think it was a surprise just based on the comments that I had read in terms of a few people that had sent through this video and this link, because when I heard him say New Zealand, I thought, oh, maybe they left that out on purpose and that he was going to say something cheeky about them as well. But no, he was, to his credit, he acknowledged the skill that they have. And then it was Australia where he mentioned, yeah, they're probably a tier below. So that made me laugh. But I can also see and hear why it probably grated a few Aussies when they've heard it, and they were kind enough to send me this, I suppose, to get my thoughts, my reaction. Well, here it is. I think he says they're probably a tier below, but then in the next, and maybe this has been edited, so clearly it's been edited to make it short. But then in the next breath or in the next sentence, he says we would really only work with the Aussies, the Americans, the Kiwis, so that it was interesting. And also interesting I didn't hear him mention the Canadians in there with regards to JTF2. So they are, from what I am aware of, I don't know, I haven't worked with them, but from what I understand, they are an extremely professional outfit and a tier 1 outfit, from what I understand. But I've never worked with them. So it's just interesting that he left them out of that list. But I'm not sure. So whether he was just doing that to have a bit of a dig at SASR, at the Australians in general, I'm not sure. Maybe it's something to do with the Who Dares Win series. I don't know, the television show. Maybe he wasn't happy with what happened in Australia. I don't know. But I think he probably, or you probably, Mr. Middleton, probably sort of contradicted yourself a little bit there with regards to they're probably a tier below, but you'd really only work with, in the next breath, you'd only work with the Aussies, Americans, and the Kiwis. So I don't know. I think he was just being a bit cheeky. I think I heard a little bit of laughing as well with whoever the host was. But yeah, all like the real ones know. That's just my opinion. People, the operators, the people that have been out on the ground, put time, sweat, blood, effort, energy in, etc. Those that have done even more, like they know what the Australian Special Air Service Regiment is about, and yeah, they get after it just like everybody else in that Tier 1 Special Forces bracket, and they are highly respected by the Kiwis that I know, highly respected by Americans, and you see and hear that all the time with regards to the DJ Shipleys of the world and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's no secret that the Australian Special Air Service Regiment is, in my opinion, somewhat biased, because I was fortunate to be there and to serve. But in my honest, humble opinion, I think they're second to none. Like they're up there with America, with the Kiwis, with the Brits, with the Canadians. Yeah, they do a fantastic job, as do all of those units. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thanks very much for sending this video through, those people. Sorry, I haven't got your handle up in front of me for me to read that out. But yeah, always interesting listening to the comments of other people that have got experience or have served in the special operations space. So anyway, thank yous again for any time that you spent here. Anybody going through any challenges, trials, struggles, difficulties, hardships, heartache, keep turning up, keep staying in the fight, keep putting one foot in front of the other. Know that the sun will shine again, that better days are ahead, and that they are coming for you. So stay consistent, stay disciplined, stay in the fight. Remember, go always a little further, and who dares wins, who cares wins. And until the next video, or the next cheeky video that people might send me through, or the video that maybe rubs somebody up the wrong way, just a big mana wave from me to each of you, filled with my aroha, respect, appreciation, and gratitude for you all.